Everyone has unconscious biases. Our decisions and behaviour can be unconsciously influenced by a stereotype, even if we do not consciously agree with it. These unconscious biases arise because we have to continually process vast amounts of information about the many children in our class. In order to avoid being overwhelmed, our brains make cognitive shortcuts. These shortcuts are based on previous patterns and cultural norms, and they help us speed up decision making. Awareness of our own biases and consciously employing proven methods to counter them is an important protection for children from the negative effects of stereotypes in society and in science. As teachers, we have an important role to play in helping form the career aspirations of the children in our class. In one research study, it was suggested that children begin making assumptions about which gender groups belong in a particular job by the age of 7. This effect extends into ethnicity and social background. In this particular study in primary school, white boys from wealthier homes were more likely to expect to become lawyers, doctors, or managers, whilst ethnic minority girls from less advantaged backgrounds often expect to go into hairdressing or shops. These aspirations are reinforced by the patterns children see in society, in the media, and by the subtle messages they receive from important people in their lives. Subsequently, few changes are seen in career aspirations between the ages of 7 and 17. In a study extending over many decades, when asked to draw a scientist, school children have often drawn a man. In 2018, the proportion of children drawing a woman scientist was still only around 1 in 4. However, the stereotypical effect grew stronger as children aged. Older children were more inclined to draw male scientists. Importantly, if we can change social representations, more girls and other groups underrepresented in science may envision a future for themselves in science. The patterns children see reinforce career stereotypes. The phrase often heard is, "If we can't see it, we can't be it." Therefore, our learning resources need to show a balance of men and women from diverse backgrounds in different roles, because they can reinforce stereotypes if they're not truly representative. Well-intentioned teachers are subject to the same occupational patterns, media and cultural reinforcements as everyone else. This can leak into our behaviour and language. The subtle messages children received from their teachers, especially concerning motivation and ability, affects children's choices. For example, boys may be told they have talent and need to apply themselves, whereas girls may be told simply to work hard or harder. When inviting visitors into schools or planning trips out, we should try to consciously ensure that diverse role models are available. We should try to invite these role models to make a series of visits to allow the development of positive relationships with the children. Industries and local universities can be excellent partners for role modelling. Even before a child arrives in our class, we may hold expectations about their aptitudes and abilities. Things that the staff have said, reports we have read, or our experiences with their siblings or wider family establish expectations. We may then seek to confirm these expectations in our daily dealings with the children through assessments, by challenging some children more than others, and through praise or discipline. In schools, we're often quite good at celebrating a wide range of festivals and events, but we shouldn't make assumptions about the cultural backgrounds or religious adherence of the children. There can be as much variation within a community as there is between communities. In one research study, teachers were showing videos of children engaging in various behaviours. The teachers were asked to rate the behaviours and suggest a punishment for bad behaviour. Black children's behaviour was rated more negatively and they were given harsher penalties. This was done by both well-intentioned white and black teachers. We often feel comfortable having conversations with parents and carers who are similar and familiar to us. This allows us to gain insight into some children's lives more than others. Often, these are not overt behaviours on our part, but some parents and carers can feel that we're less interested in them and their child because of these micro-iniquities in our behaviour around them. You should encourage contact between children from different backgrounds, as positive contact has been shown to reduce bias by undermining stereotypes. You should actively build relationships with children's parents. Try to consciously share time between parents and actively include parents who are less like yourself. You should avoid reinforcing stereotypes in your language. Think before you speak. You should use a balance of diverse role models in books, displays, presentations, visitors, and visits. Don't reinforce career stereotypes and actively seek out balanced images. You should politely challenge when you hear others making assumptions based on differences, such as gender, social, cultural, or ethnic background. You should avoid making easy assumptions about a child, their family's cultural background, or their adherence to stereotypical practices. Everyone is an individual. You should self-audit your own learning resources to ensure balanced career aspirations are being portrayed using a de-biasing checklist. And finally, it is often easy to see biases as something other people have. In reality, we all have them. Biases are created and maintained at a societal and a personal level. As teachers, we're in a unique position to affect the experiences and career aspirations of children. Today is the best day to begin.